What's up, NFL draft fans? It's your boy Jay Tuck. And listen, I wasn't going to do this, even though I've been talking about it all draft season. But yesterday, everybody in the comments was asking me to do it. And y'all know when it comes to talking about the tight end position, you do not have to ask me twice. Oh, we about to have fun today. So grab your drinks, your coffee, whatever you're into, because this is going to be a fun video. It's going to be a little bit longer than our usuals, but I am locked and loaded. And what I mean, I am talking about Tyler Warren, tight end out of the University of Penn State, 6'6", 261. We know what he did in college football last year. I mean, he put up some godly numbers, over 1,200 yards receiving, 8 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, you name it. He wasn't a system tight end. Like my dog Gerald McCoy is saying, he was the system for the Penn State offense. And yesterday, there were a few mocks that has Tyler Warren going to the Cowboys at 12, which definitely piqued a lot of Cowboys fans' interest. So we're definitely going to talk about now what I really want to talk about as well, because it's a very important piece of this video before we get into the film, is the offensive coordinator for the Penn State Nittany Lions, Coach Andy Kotelnicki, right? And you're probably saying, who the hell is this Tuck? What does he have to do with this and the Dallas Cowboys? Where I'm very familiar with Coach Andy. He was the offensive coordinator for my Kansas Jayhawks. And as you saw, he had one of the most prolific offenses in college football with my Kansas Jayhawks. So I'm very familiar. And I've always said this, his scheme, his play calling is the best play calling I've ever seen. It's creative as hell, and you'll see what I mean by that as we get to the film. Okay, cool. But just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, right? But also what I want to talk about this is our Dallas Cowboys offensive coordinator and Coach Clayton Adams. Now, Coach Clayton Adams, though he's an offensive line coach, quote unquote, his background is with tight ends. He was a tight end coach predominantly. He did it in college, also at the NFL level. And when you go back and focus on the Arizona Cardinals offense, outside the offensive line, Adams has spent most of his time, his career, working with the tight end position and Trey McBride to become a focal point of the Cardinals offense. He finished one catch behind rookie sensation Brock Bowers for most receptions in the league. McBride, who y'all know I love, 1,100 yards. Oh my God, I love Trey McBride. Don't even get me started, but I love Trey McBride. So our offensive coordinator in Clayton Adams, he is a tight end guy. Now, I know we have Ferg or whatnot. So I hear the conversation that people are saying, yo, Tuck, we need a wide receiver. We need a wide receiver. We need guys that can separate. Well, I'm glad you asked. So when you come over quickly to next gen stats, all right, here's a list of all the wide receivers: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas. And you'll notice in this column the separation, right? So this is the amount of separation that these wide receivers were getting at the NFL level. Well, oh, wait, 3.13. Hold on. Maybe I need to actually sort this and go to some of the highest separation receivers in the NFL last year. And you have Marvin Mills at 5.2. But then as you start to scroll down this list, all right, you see Tucker Kraft, Noah Gray, Tyler Conklin, Isaiah Likely, who I loved out of Coastal, Khalil Shakir, Noah Fant, right? So you're seeing a lot of tight ends get a lot of separation. And why is that? Because tight ends are able to create mismatches. And if you have a versatile tight end like the one I'm about to show you right now, you can get really spooky. So let's go ahead and get into the film. All right, so in this very first play right here, okay, so they're going to come out in a diamond formation. And if you play me on NCAA 25 and I run with Kansas, you're going to see this formation a lot. So you're going to have Tyler Warren in the backfield. Now, he's not going to do much this play, but I want to kind of just show you some of the versatility and the creativity of how Coach K used Tyler Warren in this offense, and it's going to just jump off of the film. So not much to really watch here. Kind of want to kind of show his alignment, but the versatility that they put him in different spots. Now, people might be saying, yo, Tuck, this is college. Like, who's going to be running, wing wishbone formations and, diamond pistols and all? Well, the Baltimore Ravens run this offense a lot, right? They're running a lot with Isaiah Likely and some of the running backs or tight ends that they have there in-house in Baltimore. So it's definitely at the NFL level if you have an offensive coordinator who wants to get a little creative, because it definitely stresses the defense from a personnel standpoint, but not much when it comes to Tyler Warren this play. All right. But speaking of creativity, okay, well, there's the arrow. But Tuck, you said Tyler Warren's a tight end. Well, they're lining him up at the quarterback position. Just a simple toss play right here. So once again, that versatility when it comes to Tyler Warren, they used him all over when it came to this Penn State offense. And like I said, he was the system. He did so many different things, which we'll definitely see here in the film. All right. Bonus play right here. You'll see him come out in trips right. And it's a simple little quick toss to him in the screenplay. And this is what I love about Tyler Warren. He has that Gronk-ish type build. He's stout. He runs with power. He plays tough. And I was talking to my guy, Gerald McCoy. Salute to Gerald McCoy, because he's a big fan of Tyler Warren as well. We're talking about it on Twitter. He says that Tyler Warren reminds him of Jason Witten, but a lot more athletic Jason Witten. And I can definitely see that. Now, you guys know I'm not much of a comp guy, but he kind of feels very Jason Witten-esque. And like I said, he is tough as nails. He doesn't go down. He's just an all-around, just well-balanced football player who I definitely love. All right. Now they're coming up here in bunch left. You see Tyler Warren up top. So it shows that flexibility of being able to flex out wide, also playing the slot. You'll see a lot of different things once again. And it's a simple, quick slant. And the thing that I love about him, once again, secures the catch, braces for impact, and just a big body safety blanket that can get easy yards and be a chain mover. And like I said, even though Ferg was nicked up a little bit, I expected to see a lot more from Ferg, and it just wasn't there. Maybe it was the injuries or whatnot, but hey, we can't show nobody no sympathy. We got games to win. And what we really missed last year was just a chain mover, especially at the tight end position. All right, so this play right here. So if you kind of been paying attention what's going on online, there's a lot of people trying to get rid of the tush push. You know what I'm saying? So here's a way you can get creative. We might not even need no tush push. Have Tyler Warren go into motion, and bam, easy yards, QB sneak with Tyler Warren. Like I said, Coach K is in his bag, but just the creativity that you can get that can do a multitude of different things. And creativity, man, like this is insane. This is Coach K just in the lab. And watch this play, y'all. And you're probably not even going to respect it from this standpoint, right? Because you'll see him kind of hike the ball, and then he's going to shriek and then go up and just dunk. Big catch, right? Contested catch. But watch it from this angle, and you'll see how the play really unfolds. So, bam, you have Tyler Warren right here at the quarterback position, all right? So, boom. Hike. Actually, he's going to move over here to the right. Okay, actually, I'm going this way. Then they're going to shift the entire offensive line. Now he's going to line up at center. Quarterback's going to walk back. Toss to the wide receiver. And this linebacker and this safety is just thinking, like, what the hell is going on? There goes Tyler Warren shrieking up the seam. Now it's just get big, little bro. And I'm going to go and make a play. My God. That's just what they say in battle rap. You just mad because we styling on. This is just styling on you. You know what I'm saying? This is just styling on you. This is something that get called in NCAA football that'll have you throwing your controller. Now, we saw him at the quarterback position. We saw him flex as a wide receiver. Well, I mean, he can also run the ball as well. And if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, we ain't get no big runs like this last year, y'all. We ain't get no big runs like this from our running back core at all. Didn't get over 30 yards, right? There goes Tyler Warren. House call to the crib. And to be honest with you guys, he's separated from the defense much better than some running backs in this draft class. Like he's able to get that gear. Good block by number 85 right there, sealing that. Bam. All right. But now I'm off to the races. And to be able to separate, hit out in stride, I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's just a jackknife, a jack of all trades when it comes to Tyler Warren. All right, now look at this. Once again, this formation is crazy. Got pretty much 3 offensive linemen out there. So it really stresses the defense that they have no idea. So some of this is Coach K. I'm going to be honest with you guys, because that's probably why you saw a massive leap in Tyler Warren's production. So, I will say when it comes to Tyler Warren, phenomenal player, athlete, pure football player. The one thing I will say is I want to see what type of player is he if you don't have an offensive coordinator that can really scheme him up like this way? If you're going to just play him typical like Jake Ferguson, line him on the end line, maybe put him in the slot a few times, I don't think that's his strength, right? You have to really be creative when it comes to utilizing Tyler Warren to fully unlock it. So if you're opposed to drafting him at 12, I wouldn't say it's because he's a tight end. I wouldn't say it's because of the value chart. I would say, I don't know, Coach Adam, you know what I'm saying? Can you unlock it? Can you fully unlock it? But you'll see the simple plays that he can just make happen. Simple screen, boom, off to the races. Honestly, if this dude knew where to block and got his head up, it probably would have been a touchdown. But he's an avalanche moving downhill. So these are simple throws. Doesn't take much for Dak Prescott to have to create up or draw up. Just simple, give him the ball out in space, and let him go be a football player. In the red zone, easy money, quick slant, right on the dot. Not going to hold you too long right there. And then this play right here, like I said, showing the ability to play a little quarterback, simple throw. And there's some quarterbacks in the draft don't even know how to lead their receivers and pass catchers upfield. So lead him upfield so he doesn't have to come back, catch and stride, and turn and run. So it just shows that versatility. And I know some people are like, yo, Tuck, is he Taysom Hill? No. Much better than Taysom Hill, to be honest with you guys. Completely different player. But if a Sean Payton was to get a hold of him, watch out. Simple check and release right here. Block and release. Bam. Underneath. Turns upfield. Love it. Swing pass. Going to kind of rip through some of these films because we're going to be here all day. I cut like 30 clips, y'all. We could have been here all day, and he went absolutely bananas in this game. But I love this kid that damn much. I could have made this a 40-minute video. He might still go live and talk about it. But just a simple catch. Good feet, plant. Make the tackler miss, and we upfield. And we're upfield. Bang. Now you'll see him here lined up in the slot. So once again, that versatility. Good release. Good play right there. All right. Just that big target. On this slant right here. So I know we're looking for a wide receiver, but this is a safety blanket. Guy you can just hit and just be big. And not go down easy. Those are easy throws. And like I said, when it comes to the blocking, oh man, he loves to block. So I have no concerns about him blocking. Look at him being able to seal off this end right here. Got him. Locked in, engaged in the run game. So if you want to get to power, you want to get to 12 personnel and play action and all the things that we've been hearing, this offseason, especially when it comes to this Dallas Cowboys, new coaching staff. I mean, we talked about it last night when Brady had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez before Aaron Hernandez went fully crazy. That was a huge asset to New England Patriots. And just watch them in pass pro right here. Seal. That's technique. That's textbook. That is textbook. Bam. Watch him again in slow-mo. Fighting. Anchoring in. Look at all that protection. That I think that's Drew Aller has right there in that pocket. Clean as a whistle. And Tyler Warren is out there just doing work when it comes to Tyler Warren. Like I said, y'all, I would not be opposed to it if he's available. I would definitely go get him because this is a kid that if you can scheme up properly and get creative with, you have one hell of a talent when it comes to Tyler Warren. Now, do I think the Cowboys would do it? Nah, because it takes courage. But man, oh man, I would be extremely excited if the Cowboys went and drafted Tyler Warren at 12 or possibly a trade back, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. If you love draft content in the right spot, Cowboys content in the right spot, just love talking football in the right spot. But y'all know, y'all ain't got to ask me twice to talk about no damn tight end, and especially no Tyler Warren. If he's there at 12, you go get him with zero hesitation. Peace.